The other day I was feeling anxious about whether or not I was going to finish a book proposal. Millions of people every day feel the same way. Energetically, anxiety occurs when we're aware of a lot of potential futures with no filters. In other words, we're overwhelmed with what ifs. I'm going to share a 3-step process that will help you remove and shift that anxiety. I'm Cindy Dale, the author of 40+ books on energy healing, and I've worked with almost 100,000 students and clients around the world. I am very excited to be able to walk you through a 3-step process called Spirit to Spirit. It's going to help you shift anxiety as soon as you feel it and keep changing your anxiety anytime you go through it. When I feel anxious, I'm first aware that I'm breathing really shallowly. Heart starts to race, I get sweaty palms, and when the anxiety lasts for a while, I'm not sleeping. I'm literally thinking about, am I going to do this? Am I not going to do that? What if this? What if that? Over time, I find that I don't eat very well. I have a hard time staying associated or really feeling my body and getting done what I absolutely need to do practically. For instance, that I was feeling anxious about a book proposal, it becomes very easy for me to put off the task that I actually have to do in order to reduce my anxiety. What's really happening, my energetic self is picking up on everything that could go wrong, the gazillions of possible futures, none of which, maybe one of which could happen, but most are not going to. See, we're supposed to live from an energetic perspective in the center of our body. And when we're worrying about the future, when we're picking up on what might happen, what could go wrong, we start to believe what could happen, what could go wrong is going to happen. And because we're outside of our body, in the front of us, we actually think that they're going to come true. Now, we're not actually thinking, but we're fantasizing that all those millions of things that could happen either will happen or we start to feel like they are happening, which is why the body starts to react as if we are going through danger, fight, flight, freeze, or fawn, and pretty soon we're stuck there. And you know what we're not doing? What I could have been doing, which is working on the proposal. This is where my Spirit to Spirit practice comes in. Tens of thousands of individuals, and they all report that it works for many circumstances, including anxiety. So I'm first going to tell you very simplistically what the first 3 steps are, and you're probably going to say, those are really easy, and they are, which is the point. The first step is affirming your own spirit. The second step, affirming or connecting with other spirits. The third step is almost the most important. It involves turning the situation to whatever it is you call the greater spirit. I don't care what you believe, but a power greater than you, some kind of a higher power by whatever it is that you recognize as true for yourself. So your first step is to affirm your spirit. I'm going to define for you what the word spirit means. This is the spark of divinity that you've always known yourself to be. Your spirit is that aspect of you that it dwells across time and space and it cannot be injured. Your spirit knows that it is lovingly connected and powerfully supported by whatever it is you call the universe, the divine, God, your higher power. So the first step in which you're affirming your own spirit, what you're literally doing is making a conscious decision. Your immortal essence is going to be in charge of the anxiety. Most important, the situation creating the anxiety. And when you do that, this powerful part of you encompasses you and takes over. When I'm affirming my spirit, sometimes I imagine a flame, a spark, a fire. I see myself in an angelic form. I might sense that part of me and feel this immediate calm. If you're more of a kinesthetic person, you may develop a ritual, like you tap on your heart and think to yourself or say out loud if you're not in a business meeting, I am being my spirit right now. And you're literally turning the anxiety, the cause, and the healing of it over to this aspect of you that can do anything, anywhere, at any time. The second step is equally important to putting your own spirit in charge, and it is to acknowledge that you have guides. I think 60% of the world believes that there are angels. I don't care what you call guides. Spiritual guides, angels, deceased relatives, beings that are attending you, guardians. It's important to know that you are not alone, and I don't believe any of us are alone. We each have at least 2 guides. So in the second step, you're saying, I am connecting to my guides. They're sort of horizontally related to you. They're there just to support you, to love you, to teach you, to talk to you, to affirm you. So that's the second step. You are not alone. Affirm that guides are present. The third step, you don't even actually have to believe or know what you believe in terms of a higher power. However, that third step is to acknowledge there is a higher power, at least than your daily self. That anxious you don't really want to put that self in charge of problem solving. So that third step is to turn it over. Kind of like in the 12-step program. The first step is always, I am powerless. It doesn't feel good. Second step, recognize there's a power greater than the self. Third step, to turn the issue over to the greater power. Deciding inside of yourself, you're going to let go of this issue. You're going to let something bigger take it over and assist you with it. While you're using these steps, which you can use over and over, even for the same worry, sure, you take a couple deep breaths, eat on the floor, and then when you're finished, you might want to actually have developed a mantra that you can use until you actually feel relief and get to whatever it is that perhaps you've been putting off. I am in flow. I am bigger than my anxiety. I am being tended. I am being watched. I am being helped. So again, anxiety is future overwhelm. And when you're going through it, short or long term, use spirit to spirit. Acknowledge your spirit, put your spirit in charge of everything, interact with your spiritual guides, turn all of it over to the greater spirit, let go, see what happens, and get some good sleep because you're not going to feel so anxious. My goal is to help you become your most authentic self. So please feel free to subscribe and to keep tuning in to my tips, processes, and advice. Thank you and many blessings.